Here, let me show you this. There's this guy, Ilia Topuria. And Ilia Topuria is one of the absolute best fighters in the world.
Khabib used to take people in his shoulder, take them down and talk to Dana. I would do it to Khabib. Like, I will take him, bah.
And then talk to Khabib.
Talk to Khabib. Khabib, I have to do it.
I think that he's a champion through and through.
His style is very, very, very great for mixed martial arts.
The biggest thing Ilia Topuria does very well is that he knows where he's dangerous and he puts himself there, and he's willing to put himself in the fire to get to where he needs to land a knockout shot.
If he puts a hand on you like that, like, you're gonna go down.
Ilia El Matador Topuria is a fighter chosen to become great, one of the most resonant figures in the world of mixed martial arts. He has already rewritten the history of this sport for himself, and now he intends to do it again.
My goals in the UFC is to stay undefeated, to keep knocking people out. I don't go only in to just win, you know? I fight for the fans. I want to entertain people.
That shirt. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
When I think of like a scary opponent, what makes me go, whoo, that's Ilia. Ilia gives me that. He could put your fucking lights out and change life.
He was chosen to become a living nightmare. Words like pity and regret are unknown to him. Now, we will tell you about Topuria's tough and thorny path to worldwide fame. Hit that uppercut on the like button and get ready to learn about Ilia Topuria's life behind the camera lenses.
Yeah. I born in Germany. I lived there for 7 years. And then we moved to Georgia, and since 7 to 15, I was living there.
The childhood and youth of the future MMA star were incredibly challenging. At the age of 7, Ilia moved with his family to Georgia, the homeland of his parents, find national values, and adapted to local traditions. But what truly shaped him was his involvement in Greco-Roman wrestling. The sport is considered a national treasure of Georgia, and the wrestling school of this country is registered as one of the best in the world. Ilia balanced sports with education and everyday tasks for a long time until he saw a mixed martial arts fight. The boy was impressed. Strikes were combined with wrestling and grappling. This brutal spectacle acted as a catalyst, awakening an unprecedented thirst for blood in the young wrestler. At 13, Ilia made a decision that would change his life. He chose to explore the world of mixed martial arts.
At 145, your story is very interesting. You were born in Germany. Your parents are of Georgian descent, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
And when you were 15, you moved to Spain. Why did you guys move to Spain?
I don't know. You have to ask it.
You never asked that question? Why are we moving to Spain? That didn't come up?
Yeah, because of the job. You know, we were living in Georgia, and that time in Georgia, there was a little bit of bad situation, and my parents decided to move to Spain.
Upon arriving in Spain, the boy faced his first difficulties. MMA was not developed in the country, and Topuria had to learn the basics of boxing through video tutorials. He attended morning wrestling training every day and met his friends at the school stadium in the evening so they could hold the pads for him. After years of hard training, El Matador believed in his promising but still very uncertain championship future.
Before 1 year, if you tell someone in Spain something about MMA, they will ask you like, what's that?
Wow.
And now everyone knows what's MMA, what's UFC.
Because of you.
Everyone. Yeah.
Training hard, Ilia made his professional mixed martial arts debut in 2015 at the WCW tournament in Valencia. In 2016, he became the MFE featherweight division champion by defeating his compatriot, John Guarin. He finished his crusade through regional promotions with a perfect record of 8 wins and 0 losses. 6 submissions and 2 knockouts simply couldn't be ignored by promoters. And in 2020, Ilia received an offer from the UFC. A previously unknown Spanish-Georgian fighter managed in just 3.5 years to achieve what the vast majority of fighters cannot accomplish in a lifetime.
Okay, like I think the last person who I felt that way about, to be honest, was Conor McGregor.
When you sign to fight me, it's a celebration. You ring back home, you ring your wife. Baby, we done it. We're rich, baby. Conor McGregor made us rich. Break out the red panties.
Looking back at Ilia Topuria's career, he can be called the second coming of Conor McGregor. You might ask us, why? The answer lies in Ilia's phenomenal talent, which has become an integral part of his career success.
There's another guy up and coming, a good friend of mine. Keep your eyes on him. That guy's gonna be a problem, man.
As soon as Ilia debuted in the UFC, well-known fighters were already aware of him. In his first official fight, Topuria did not achieve a quick finish, instead winning by unanimous decision over the average fighter, Youssef Salah, clearly showing the difference in skill levels. Though his debut wasn't spectacular, Ilia was fully aware of the imperfections in his style and was determined to fix them.
Which is good to see. He knows he wants to be able to come over here and be a star.
I mean, he's just unloading on Damon Jackson right now. All combinations. Those body shots have now officially set up the headshot, and it's all over. That's
the walk-off KO.
He just
Ilia
chopped him down like a tree.
Nice hammer. Oh, big hammer fist by Topuria. There it is. Big shot. Oh, big shot.
2 consecutive early stoppage victories over experienced opponents made people start talking about Topuria. His incredibly aggressive style, precise striking, grappling skills, and fight IQ made him a dangerous prospect. On top of that, Ilia had incredible charisma and self-confidence. Even without being ranked in his division, he boldly declared that he would become the new king of the featherweight division. His striking personality and exciting fights brought Ilia to a bout against Jai Herbert, whose defeat could place Ilia in the top 20 of the division.
Props to Ilia, right? He won. That was an impressive, very devastating KO he got.
Topuria was ranked 14th in the featherweight division, waiting for an opponent from the division's top 10. However, an interesting incident with already established local star Paddy Pimblett significantly increased attention towards him. The UFC met Ilia halfway and decided to put both fighters in the same event, setting up a face-off between the 2 conflicting sides during the pre-fight conference.
That was some chorizo, a Spanish sausage.
Oh. He's so different.
Your boy over there.
When you see me coming, he go to the back doors.
He's obsessed with me, lad. It's heavy.
Shut the fuck up.
He hasn't stopped tweeting about me all week, lad. He needs to sort his life out.
Back in him out, please, loudly, shut up, man.
Paddy's megalomania and his amusing accent got under Ilia's skin exactly as the matchmakers intended. Topuria was ready to jump ranks and clash with Paddy right in front of the journalists and fans.
Shut up.
That's what you are. You're a little
Shut up. If not, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna crash your face right here.
Do it then, you little fart.
You have another question?
Do it. Do it then, you little pussy. What? Do it. Do it. Come on, do something then. Do something, stand up. What'll you do? You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing, you little fart. Go and sit back down. Sit back down, you little pussy. Puta.
Ilia was completely losing in the trash talk battle, and the real blow came with Paddy's unexpected alliance with Ilia's current opponent.
I don't care what he focuses on, brother. I really don't. All I know is I'm showing up to whoop ass.
Yes, Bryce! Yes!
That night, El Matador faced an incredibly difficult task. He needed not only to deal with his dangerous ranked opponent, but also to make the wild crowd love him. As you might have guessed, Ilia handled the challenge brilliantly. He turned Bryce's face into a bloody pulp, then choked Mitchell until he tapped out.
I think he got stung. Oh, big uppercut. Oh, he got hurt.
Knocks Mitchell down. Well, Mitchell is bloodied and battered, but undeterred. Over 2 minutes still to go, round 2.
Knee on the belly. Topuria is in excellent shape. It's really.
Oh, like an arm triangle.
Oh my goodness! Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, that's tight.
Whoa! Still undefeated.
Wow.
Ilia Topuria submits.
Oh my goodness.
I want a blonde that Paddy.
Eccentric behavior, incredible charisma, fiery temper, and bloody fights had already made Ilia a true star, though still only on a contender level. Topuria threatened to destroy the reigning champion, all while playing to the crowd and attracting attention with bar fights and bold statements.
As one of the greatest in the featherweight division. And they're gonna remember me too, as they're gonna remember Jose Aldo in the division, Conor McGregor, to Alexander Volkanovski. I'm gonna put myself in that book.
But the defining moment in the career of the Spanish-Georgian fighter came on the night when he co-headlined the UFC event alongside Josh Emmett. The organization placed its bet on the young and promising fighter who loves to talk loudly and back up his words with action, giving him one of the best names in the division.
50-44, 50-42, and 49-45 for the winner by unanimous decision, Ilia Matador!
And Topuria just beat him everywhere. And it was like, oh my God, this dude hits hard. He wrestles well. He grappled well. I think he finished him with an arm triangle, if I remember correctly. And we were just kind of blown away. And then he had the Emmett fight, and it set him up. And it's like, yeah, there's a distinct chance this guy can beat Alexander Volkanovski. I think he's going to be a big star.
A dominant victory over Emmett revealed a new side of Ilia. His clear class advantage over Josh became an undeniable fact that El Matador's next fight had to be of championship caliber.
Topuria is a nightmare.
Yes, he is.
He's a nightmare.
Yeah.
He's scary. What he did to Josh Emmett, I was like,
nasty.
Oh, man.
He's nasty.
What he did to Bryce Mitchell, I'm like, oh, man.
He's so good, he's so skilled, and he's got great boxing, got great takedown defense.
Everywhere.
Ilia was truly strong in all aspects. But for many years, the division had been ruled by the man who destroyed absolutely all challengers, leaving them not the slightest chance of victory.
Go look at what Volkanovski is doing, whether it's his game plan, his work ethic, his strategy, because the guy shows up and just looks better every single time we fight. Whether it's the trilogy with Max Holloway, whoever he's fighting, he shows out every single time. He's always in unbelievable shape, whether he's moving up a weight class or making that big cut to 145 pounds. He looks sensational. This was an epic challenge, an epic supposed step up in competition. After what I saw, I think he is going to go down as one of the greatest UFC fighters ever.
Alex the Great Volkanovski, the man who became the face of the featherweight division.
Volkanovski's in the black and gold. Main event's underway.
Gotta get back to the ground.
Rodriguez got to follow in. Right hand got through for Volkanovski, and has been a bloody night. Main event following Spider meeting. Big right for Volk. Martinez trying to close the distance. That would do it. And still, Alexander Volkanovski stops Jair Rodriguez. And still, Alexander the Great.
Obviously, you consider yourself to be the better fighter than Alex, but in what area do you think you will show how much better you are than him?
Everywhere. I'm better than him everywhere.
Many wondered, is Ilia trying to bite off more than he can chew? Remember we told you about the parallels between Ilia and Conor McGregor? The flamboyance, charisma, and trash talk, constantly proven in fights, make these two fighters very similar to each other.
Shut the f***. Shut up, baby. Shut up.
I think this old man needs
Shut
to teach
up.
this young fella a lesson. What do you reckon?
Hey, you see how he came dressed? You already know what's gonna happen. You just came ready for the retirement. Look how you look as an old man.
Get a good spanking, that's what's gonna happen, hey?
Shut the fuck up, you two, okay? He said he's gonna humble me. Stand up and do something, humble me. I'm here, right in front of you. You some shit.
The dominant champion for many years was supposed to be the one to expose Ilia in front of millions of fans, but Topuria was chosen to put an end to the reign of the greatest champion in the history of this weight class.
Breaking records, championship pedigrees, and long-running legacies along the way. At some point, Alexander the Great became more than a champion. He isn't merely changing the game, he's become the game itself. An undefeated 27-year-old Moeller on a mission, arriving with the entire country of Spain at his back, confidence that is through the roof, and a violent string of finishes that are signaling a new day at 145 pounds. For all intents and purposes, he is that
UFC Featherweight Championship on the line. Challenger Ilia Topuria is in red. Volkanovski in the black and gold, befitting a champion. Oh, early right hand lands for Topuria.
Yeah, he looks sharp. That's why I'm very interested. Ooh, very strong low kick. Almost took him out.
Both men had their moments in round one. Competitive first 5 minutes. Volkanovski landed 5 more significant strikes.
Ooh, that's a good right hand, left hook. Might be hurt, follows up again. Next to the body.
Snapped it off beautifully there.
Oh, good shots.
That'll do it, and to Spain. Ilia Topuria, the featherweight champion of the world.
He said he was going to stumble and crumble him. Oh my goodness, that power. Wow.
A shocking result in Anaheim to many. Ilia Topuria not surprised, and the 27-year-old Spaniard is on top of the mixed martial arts world.
And UFC undisputed featherweight champion of the world, Ilia Matador.
By defeating Alex Volkanovski, Topuria literally shifted the balance of power in the division. He dismantled the entire top opposition and took down the champion.
The division really sucks. We need a new challengers, you know. We need a couple of more fights in the division. So we'll see what's going to happen in the future, and hopefully we're going to have some clear challenger. But right now, there is nobody.
His aura as a fearsome knockout artist made him the favorite against any fighter in this division, and fights with the best contenders seemed pointless. Ilia was fully aware of his own stature. He wanted to fight only the biggest names.
That guy.
As a fan, that rematch doesn't excite me that much, just because in the fashion that you won it, right? But obviously he's a legend, and like you said, if anyone deserves a rematch, it's him. But just as a fan, it's kind of like...
I have to give him his credits also, because you never know what's going to happen in the rematch. I'm sure that I'm going to knock him out once again if we fight again, or I will submit him. I will do the same things. But at the same time, you can't joke with that guy. He's a fucking legend.
Right.
And like I said, you know, there's an El Matador. He's doing everything in his will to try to escape a bull in the pen. So, you know, I'm here.
Max Holloway, who destroyed Justin Gaethje in the final seconds of the 5th round, became the highlight of UFC 300.
One of the most beloved fighters in the world and one of the most decorated featherweight champions of all time. Here is Max Holloway.
And he knows this is the most dangerous challenger he's ever faced in his entire career.
He loads up on a right hand. Holloway moves out of harm's way.
Nice uppercut by Max.
And the
good left hook by Max.
Nice spinning kick to the body late.
Literally the last seconds of the round. It looks like that nose is destroyed.
And right now, I mean, it could not have gone any better in round 1 for Max Holloway.
Caught him with a hard left hook, hit him with a couple of good right hands, and then that spinning back kick to the face was absolutely huge. Oh no, he got right in there. Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
Trevor Whitman told Justin.
Oh, right hand. Huge right in round 5 for Holloway.
Nation.
Oh, Gaethje covered out. Holloway shows some mortality.
Look at this. Holloway just told him, stand right here.
Oh, big connection late. That'll do it with 1 second to go. Gaethje face first on the canvas. Max Holloway wins the BMF title.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
An absolute stunner at UFC 300.
Oh my
1
God.
second to go.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. And he called for it.
the world, the pride of Hawaii, Max
I gotta say, I'm him, guys. He is running away from Magoo at 145. Tell him sign the gun contract. Spain, Hawaii, wherever.
How many times have you seen a fight where the guy wins, you know he's winning, they click the 10-second thing and the guy puts his hands up and they just run around, move around? He's got the fight won, and he's in there with one of the most dangerous fucking fighters in the business, right? And he says, let's do this.
I couldn't take it. I can't be sitting down. I had to stand up. I couldn't sit down. I was like, I can't believe I just saw that. I can't believe that was real. And then when Max is walking around going, rah!
Max had already lost to Volkanovski 3 times, but now a new champion had appeared in the featherweight division. One who, just like Blessed, loves to test his skills on the feet. A showdown between 2 dangerous punchers, the best thing that could happen in the featherweight division at that moment.
Honestly, I think Max might piece him up. Ilia's very, very skilled. Ilia's, up there top 3 pound for pound, in my opinion. So, I'm very, very excited for that fight. I haven't been this excited for a fight for a while, so I'm looking forward to that one. But I think Max potentially could piece him up.
The only thing that changed is the opponent, and you get ready for your opponent, And Ilia does, he does present some problems for us, but I'm a problem solver.
What makes me feel very excited about that fight is that no one could knock him out, and I'm like, there is no way I'm not gonna knock him out. I will be the first one to knock him out, because every time I watch him fight, I'm like, I'm way better than him. If you put me only with him in kickboxing or in boxing, even in a chess match, I beat him. Like, well, whatever you wanna do, boy, I can beat you.
Topuria has always backed up his words with actions, and this fight was no exception.
5 rounds if needed for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship. No surprise that Max Holloway does not engage with the early point down. Takes the center of the octagon, lands his jab early, round 3. So in many respects, it has been power versus volume tonight. Bigger shots, DC, would you agree for Ilia?
Yes, the bigger moments, but the volume, the activity has gone to Max Holloway to this point. Oh!
Another thudding leg kick from Topuria. Alexander Volkanovski employed that weapon to great effect in his 3-fight series with Holloway. Pretty good head movement there by the champ. Oh! A huge right now for Topuria! Holloway gets out of the pocket. And Max got a chin on him.
But he was hurt. That's the first time I've seen him stunned like that.
But Ilia's got to be careful that he doesn't punch himself out. Oh! Massive knockdown for Topuria! And still, he does it again! Ilia Topuria! The standard at 145 pounds in 2024. The Georgian, the Spaniard, El Matador, Ilia Topuria!
And still, the UFC undisputed featherweight champion of the world, Ilia Matador!
Despite Max's experience and skill, he became yet another victim of El Matador. Ilia's victory was historic. He became the first fighter in history to knock out one of the league's most dangerous knockout artists.
They put me in the book of the champions. They remember my name for the entire life. When they gonna start to talk about mixed martial arts, I want the people to have to mention my name.
Topuria was truly chosen to be the perfect champion. He is versatile, his skills are incredible, and he has a huge fan base, and he isn't afraid of loud challengers. He handles absolutely everyone the organization puts in front of him. He simply destroys real legends. But Ilia himself really wants a fight with Makhachev.
I take him close to Khabib. I will submit him closer to Khabib. Me personally, I would ask him like, what's your favorite submission? Whatever, I don't know. Dark choke. I'm gonna submit you with that.
But now Topuria added another big name to his resume, former champion Charles Oliveira.
The competition is with everyone. all competing with each other, you know? And the sport is about it. We have to compete. That's why we're there. I don't hate anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone. It's like all of them are fighting for their dreams, to give a better life to their family, so you can't hate that.
Ilia Topuria has chosen to fight the best of the best. There's no denying his phenomenal talent and greatness. His innovative style and constant hunger for victory keep him among the top fighters in the sport. What do you think? Can Topuria take the belt in the lightweight division? And should he fight Makhachev afterward? Do you think he could even win 3 titles in different weight classes? To me, that would be absolute madness.